What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation for the sign of Aries. Okay, Aries, you guys are last but not least in the zodiac lineup for group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So these readings are coming back full force, revamped, reloaded. All right. I was doing these in 2022. These are to help you manifest what is most important to you. Okay. In the sense of from personal growth to just wealth in general, material wealth, that you are trying to accomplish goals or new intentions. This kind of just helps you organize yourself to obtain it, okay? Um, Before I was doing these just for the general collective energy, but now we have made them to be specific to the sign's energy, okay? So these will be taking the place of the Dreamcatcher reads. Instead of those, you will now get these in the preliminary readings. They will continue throughout the entire year, mostly focusing on getting them, out to you guys before the new moon. Okay, so we're going by moon phases. This is based off of Yasmin Boland. You can kind of look her up. She does astrology and moonology, which is the name of this deck. She has a journal that helps you manifest as well. I also use a moon calendar, which helps me keep up with the phases. But you have the new moon. She also does birth charts too, which are free. So if you go to her website, you can definitely get a free one so you can learn your birth chart placements if you're interested. Okay. So, but nonetheless, we're going by 3 phases, not all of them, but just the new moon, which is on January 11th. We have the first quarter moon, which is on the 17th of January, and then the 25th, which is the full moon. Okay, each one of those has a different intention. Okay, so new moon energy is just that, it is new energy to embark on. Okay, so if you have a goal or such as like a New Year's resolution that you've been rolling over from year to year, this can kind of get you in motion to get it done. Okay, so new moon energy is for that. So by the 11th, you should be creating or have a set intention for yourself. Okay, it can take you a whole month to finish, or it could take you a couple of months based off of what things need to be done for that particular goal. Okay, with that being said, the first quarter moon is in your halfway point in the sense of making progress towards getting that goal. Okay, the full moon energy, which is on the 25th, is the completion of the work that you needed to do to get that ball rolling, or you've completely finished that goal. Okay, and so however motivated you are to get something completed is how quickly you will receive it. Okay, now with that being said, the month of January is going to be a month of heightened intuition. Okay, and it will also reflect on reflection in the sense of looking back and reviewing things. Okay, so high intuition in January, because it is the first month of the year. Check out the community post that talks about numerology in the sense of angel numbers. If you're constantly seeing a set of numbers, those are listed on the community post, so that way you guys can kind of pay attention to those and kind of coincide them with the readings, these in particular, or any of them where I interject numerology. All right, the 6th will be the 6th, which by the time you see this has already passed, but it was a day of epiphany. Ask yourself right now, Aries, if you hit some form of epiphany or revelation, if you will, on the 6th, leading into the new year. Maybe in regards to not completing something, like I said, in previous years before that you've been putting off, okay? Or why something kind of fell through the cracks of maybe something you did last year that couldn't get off the ground, okay? Maybe you have an epiphany about it. Or it could be something about personal growth that you have an epiphany on, okay? This is 6 days, of course, before the new moon energy on the 11th, okay? 6 days is popping up at least 3 times within the month of January. So you have the 6th, then you have 6 days in between the Epiphany and the new moon, and then be prepared for a major change in your awareness of goals and reevaluate a process before the first quarter moon, which is another 6 days. Okay, so from the new moon on the 11th to the 17th is 6 days again. Reevaluate something. All right, there is something that is missing for a goal that you are trying to achieve. Okay, the reason why it's not getting achieved or completed is because you are keep forgetting to do something, okay? And it's not something that someone is telling you or has been telling you to do. It's something that you know you need to do, but for some reason you keep forgetting to, okay? So make yourself a personal note, Aries, to remember to do that particular task, okay? So that way you can finish as soon as possible and you can get a return fast. Okay, so with that being said, that is your summary for January. Everyone's got the same one. I have the summary for January already written down in the sense of what everyone in the collective will go through, but some things may be specific to a few. All right, so with that being said, these readings again are coming back from 2 years ago. So if you're interested, you can go and watch those to kind of just get an idea of how this deck was used, okay? Same questions are being used in this one with some additionals because we have 5 decks, okay? So we're going to go ahead and reshuffle for you guys, Aries. Sorry if y'all hear like a medevac or something like that going over my apartment. It's been pretty frequent over the last month or so, I think. Especially in the afternoon. Not so much in the morning, but more so in the evening. Okay. Aries energy. We're going to go ahead and cut by 3s. These are going to be 3-card pull based off of the moon phases. That we just mentioned. The dates will be in the description box below, so that way you can kind of mark them on your calendar if you like to, okay? In regards to what you want to have done or do by those dates, okay? So, one from the top, which is for new moon energy, one directly from the bottom, which is for first quarter moon energy, and then one energetically from the middle, which I'm gonna go directly for this one here, which is for the full moon energy, okay? Again, that should be the time in which you complete your task in order to retrieve your goal, okay? Now, unlike the other readings when I first did this, we're not looking at the bottom of the deck. We will clarify with general writer's weight though, okay, for any additional messages, all right? So, the first question here is, what should be the mindset towards your intention or goal, Aries? What should be the mindset? Don't let your past hold you back, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. This is kind of tied to another sign, and I'm sitting up here trying to remember who it is attached to, where you could have this sign in your birth chart possibly. I believe it was Libra that it was in their reading, but in the full moon placement. Okay, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so I feel as though it could be something that you're trying to pursue, and maybe it didn't go as well as you thought it would, and it may have had like a negative effect on you, and maybe you're worried about history repeating itself. Okay, do not let that hold you back. All right, come the new moon on the 11th now. Okay, on the 11th, you should come to some form of enlightenment again, like I said in the beginning, in regards to something you didn't do. Okay, maybe there's something you didn't do in the past that you just utilize that energy of remembering what it was that you didn't do and avoid doing it. Okay, which I think was something that I kind of mentioned in Libra's reading as well. I'm not telling you to go and look at Libras, okay? I'm not saying that, all right? Just you might have some Libra energy either in your birth chart or around you, okay? It could be also tied to some form of a connection with someone that maybe is repeating, the energy is repeating itself in another person, okay? But this person is somewhat different than the last person that actually may have hurt you in the past. So don't let that really hinder you from dealing with this new person, okay? They may have certain qualities that remind you of this person from your past, but they are not like them, okay? So do not allow that to taint any kind of feelings towards that person come the 11th. Okay, and that may be your enlightenment on the 11th of seeing and taking the time to compare and see the difference between these two people. Okay, that's for someone in particular. I feel like an Aries placement instead of a sun sign. Okay, but nonetheless, let's move towards the first quarter moon. Okay, first quarter moon, will or have you made any progress by the first quarter moon, Aries? Expect powerful change, okay? Expect powerful change. I feel like this came up before, not sure who, but it did come up before in the reading since I just started. Now, mind you, whenever I do readings, I don't really take that much time to write down any, significance between the two. I kind of go based off of memory. And so if it's meant to be said, divine will lead me to say it, okay? But expect powerful change come the first quarter moon, okay? That means new moon eclipse, okay? If you want to see what the spiritual meaning behind that is, if you, do your research online, you could put in what is the spiritual meaning behind the new moon eclipse, okay? I don't really focus that much on it. This one in particular is very important for you, Aries. I will say that much, okay? Usually I just mostly, if there's sign energy, then I will mention that. But something about the new moon eclipse is going to be very significant for you. Go see what that spiritual meaning is, okay? Would love to know in the comments if you feel like sharing it, okay? But nonetheless, expect powerful change come the first quarter moon. That means you get that enlightenment on the 11th, and you don't waste any time, and you get right to it, okay? So that will bring along very powerful change, okay? Recognizing what it is that needs to be done and really getting things going, all right? Next, let's go into that full moon energy of has or is the intention or goal being achieved for you, Aries. And take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out, okay? We have some soft color here with this blue, okay? I feel ice in a way for some reason. Take time to breathe out. You can rest, okay, come the 25th of January, okay, because you have pretty much done, like I said, everything that you needed to do. Now is the time on the 25th that you will start needing to wait for people to hit you back, okay? Not rushing them or anything like that. The time will come when it's needed, okay? But once you've done everything you need to do, you can take a rest and then start, slowly planning out for what you need to do next, okay? While you're awaiting responses back, okay? So if you need to reach out to people to get the ball rolling on something in particular, let them do what they need to do and just wait on receiving and take a break, okay? So let's get into the clarifiers for your reading, Aries, on this energy. You do have the Nine of Pentacles here with the Page of Pentacles, all right? So some, lighthearted offerings of some sort, but feeling very secure and stable within yourself. We add these two together, it equals up to 10 of Pentacles. So securing a lot of stability for your family, okay? Has potential to do so, all right? Whatever it is that you are about to do, Aries, okay? Which is something that you've really been trying to work towards, for the past maybe couple of years, okay? You do walk away from something, okay? Maybe to move on to something else, as this Nine of Pentacles is coming back up with the Eight of Cups. All right, we have one more shuffle here. And we'll cut by threes, and we'll draw the same way that we did for the first deck. But we will look at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, okay? So, one from the top for the new moon energy, one from the bottom for the first quarter moon energy, and then one energetically from the middle. And I'm gonna go here. Lots of energy on you guys. So you could have, or sharing your energy as far as Aries sun sign with Aries placement signs, okay? That could be another sign that has Aries in their birth chart in a very important placement, okay? So kind of get in where you fit in, okay? So, new moon energy, don't let your past hold you back, is being clarified by the Four of Cups, okay? Four of Cups energy, all right? Again, maybe someone offers some kind of sentiment of feelings, as Cups is dealing with emotions. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? Again, like I said, someone may be, kind of reminding you of someone from your past, okay? And so you are very slow to take any kind of, offer of feelings or any offerings of any sort from this person, because you're not sure if you can trust them, okay? So that is new moon energy, all right? New moon energy, you want to put positive energy on it, okay? In the sense of taking in this new energy. I do mention it in my previous readings as far as heart's desire. You may be interested in those. In the sense of love, if you are needing help with love, okay? Because these are more so about personal growth. Doesn't mean that you can't get any help from these, but come the 11th, okay? Think of it in this way, because I do. Any new person that you're getting involved with deserves a new chance. Why? Because they are complete strangers to you, okay? It is meant for you to get to know them, okay? Allow them to show you who they are, okay? And show you how different they are than someone else that you dealt with in the past. What you dealt with in the past is only supposed to be referred to as, possible red flag, okay? If you see a person or see something mirroring a behavior from the past, it's a red flag. But Still allow that person to show you otherwise. Don't blatantly put it out in their face like, you know what, you remind me of someone in the past that did the same thing and da 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 da. What you're doing is giving them the blueprint for a couple of things. One, to completely leave you alone because obviously you still have some previous trauma of toxic energy and they don't want to be bothered with it. And then you lose the potential of having a new energy with you, okay? A new connection that could be beneficial to you. Secondly, you're giving them the blueprint to pretty much a cheat sheet in a sense of not doing that particular thing that maybe could have possibly still happened either way, but you're kind of showing that you might be a little bit untrusting, maybe controlling, things of that nature, okay? Now that's just an example, all right? Take it how you take it. All right. I'm not aiming it at you. I'm just saying it's an example. All right. So allow someone to show you and give them a clean slate before you completely, put your guard up on them. It's okay to be guarded, but not in the sense of not letting someone in to really get to know you. Okay. If you know that what was done to you in the past was unwarranted, then you know that it was not you, it was the other person. Okay. So you get a clean slate, plus that person, that new person gets a clean slate, okay? The one in the past, you got your justice. You're not with them anymore, okay? Just saying, Aries. All right, let's get on to the first quarter moon energy. Expect powerful change. Comes with the Hangman. Haven't seen the Hangman in a long time when it comes to clarifying energy, okay? Expect powerful change, looking at things from a different perspective, okay? This is a major arcana here, okay? Point blank, period. In order to get this amazing change, the change is in your own mindset, okay? In changing how you think. Turn negative into positive, okay? That's the best form of energy that you can put on yourself, all right? And that is by the 17th. The 17th being very significant in the sense of having the strength to follow your intuition, and your intuition, see things from another person's perspective, this person that you may be dealing with, in the sense of they want to be given a clean slate because they truly do want to get to know you, okay? And something is going to transpire between these 6 days that's going to really be prevalent to you, okay? That is their intention, and their intention is not to hurt you, okay? Now, again, this is gearing more towards love, and I'm sorry for some sign Aries if you were looking for a different outcome on this reading, okay? You are sharing it, all right? So get in where you fit in. If you need to see something from a different perspective for you as well, put it based off of what I said at the beginning in regards to a project that you're working on, okay? Now, lastly, we're going to get into this full moon energy, clarifying this. Take time to breathe out. And we have a 3 of Pentacles, okay? 3 of Pentacles. Take time to breathe out. Take a break, okay? Again, like I mentioned before, you may be doing a lot of rebuilding, okay? Rebuilding of something is usually what 3 of Pentacles is standing for, all right? And so you've done everything that you need to do, all right? Take a break. Maybe you've been going a little bit overboard because you've been trying to push something to come out or happen too fast, all right? Everything has a process to it, okay? Rebuilding, as they say, Rome was not built in a day, okay? And so you have to take things day by day, all right? So just know that it will happen in due time, all right? So take the time to breathe out and rebuild, okay? Rebuild as in your own energy for some of you, so that way you can tackle the next thing or what you find out needs to be done when you receive some responses, okay? At the bottom of the deck for you, Aries, the overall outcome of this energy is leading to a tower, okay? It's leading to a tower energy. It's not bad, okay? Towers just mean epiphanies, okay? And so overall energy, like I said, the 6th of January was an epiphany day, By the time you see this, that's already been done. However, does not mean that it will not keep reoccurring come the 11th, okay? You may get your epiphany again or another epiphany earlier or sooner than later, okay? So doubling down in January, all right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the Making Magic deck, okay? This deck is primarily here to ask the question of what is the message of support to achieve or manifest your goal, okay? Aries, what is the message of support to achieve or manifest your goal? Two messages per the divine sounds like needs to be given to you guys, Aries. If something jumps out, I will take it. Otherwise, I will shuffle until I need to stop, and then we'll go to the bottom of the deck after we cut the deck, okay? What is the message of support to achieve or manifest Aries' goal? I'm going to stop there. And we're going to cut by threes. And we'll do the first one directly at the bottom, which is a very popular one through a couple of signs since I started these readings. I win 3 rays of light. I win 3 ways of light, which says balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. Okay, peace and harmony. 3, talking about centering yourselves, Aries, in the sense of mind, body, and spirit. Okay, if you've been watching my channel long enough, you know we do have male and female energy. Okay, it's time to balance and center yourself out. Okay, in order to create peace and harmony. Peace and harmony between a relationship. It could be also family oriented, whatever the case may be, or just for yourself because you've really been hitting the ground running, okay, as of recently. So that is your first message. Your next message is successful career, okay? Successful career for my, Aries sons that are not thinking about love right now. It's about business, okay? And so a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions, okay? A happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions, okay, is what's coming towards you. Successful career, as long as you've been doing the work, okay? I am not here to, automatically tell you what is going to happen in your, near future. But again, these readings are geared towards helping you manifest that, okay? So if it's something work related for you, Aries, sun signs, okay, or even some in a placement of Aries, this is about, a project. For some of you, it could be a project at work that you start working very diligently on that leads to a very happy environment and leads to you getting some, some extra money, for doing something great, okay? And so keep yourself in alignment with that to achieve it, okay? Now, we're going to get into your present self and your higher self by looking at the Elemental Oracle deck first to ask the question of what is the energy of the present self of Aries, okay? What is the energy of the present self of Aries? 3 shuffles here for you guys before we cut the deck and refer to the bottom. What is the energy of the present self for Aries? Cutting by 3. And to the bottom we go to get your message which is depth lake. Okay, depth lake. Okay, we have this person here sitting kind of at the bottom of the lake, sitting kind of, in reflection, if you will, almost with a castle. All right, things um, can seem one way, but there's more depth and perception. Okay, 31 is the number here. 3, again, centering yourself and following that intuition of yours, equaling out to 4, protecting that in which is your inner peace. Okay, that peace and harmony that is missing. Okay, again, for some of you, you may need to heal from some things from your past. I would also suggest my readings, Tap into Your Souls, would be very helpful, because it does help you kind of work on clearing out that toxic karmic energy, okay? And kind of taking accountability and really getting deep into what has caused the trauma, so that way you can let it go and balance yourself out, okay? You can find those on my channel in the playlist Tap Into Your Souls, okay? So we're going to get into the book here. We're going to go to page 31 so we can get your first message in regards to your present self, which is water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you could probably be dealing with one of those signs, but you don't have to be. Just an honorable mention. Profundi is Latin for deep, okay? Do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive. Do the research. Do not cut corners, Aries, okay? Which means, for my business people, if you see something for cheap, you're going to get exactly what you paid for, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You're going to get what you paid for. Get what is better suited, okay, that is going to give you the better quality, okay? Get something of better quality. You can always get something of better quality that's, maybe not as much, but just right in your price range, okay? So if you see something that's $5, you're going to get $5 quality. If you get something that's $35, you're going to get $35 quality. It's going to be somewhat decent, okay? If you see something that's $150, you may be able to swing that, but you're trying to cut a few corners. Don't cut corners and get $5. Go for something that's like in the 35 to maybe 75 range, okay? That's just an example, all right? Now, you may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with a decision, okay? Take your time with a decision, okay? Looks can be very deceiving, okay? Do your research before you make a final decision, all right? But allow things to play out. Take a look at things in a different perspective. Maybe as a business person, remind yourself of what it's like to be a consumer, okay? As you're running your business, okay? That may be helpful to you, all right? Now, we're going to get into your higher self to wrap up your reading, Aries. What is the potential energy for your higher self? What is the potential energy for your higher self? I'm also going to shuffle this deck 3 times. This one is a new deck. It is by Reverend Dr. Aaron Fall Haskell, Spiritual Awakening deck. All the other ones that are used in this one have been pulled from other readings and just to revamp this one, okay? Guided by the divine. Last shuffle here, and then we're going to go ahead and cut. We'll refer again to the bottom of the deck, and then we'll go into the book for your message of what is the potential energy for the higher self. All right. So at the bottom of the deck for Aries, we have the law of tithing. Okay, the law of tithing coming out for a second time. I believe this one came out even in Pisces or Sagittarius, not 100% sure because somebody got like two messages in the higher self. But nonetheless, expand your consciousness and all things will be added. Expand your consciousness and all things will be added. It does kind of remind me of, like I've said before, it reminds me of the Two of Cups energy. You have two people here, and you have two leopards or cheetahs with some roses here, okay? Kind of sharing love with someone else, okay? The form of giving in some way, all right? We're probably I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for you as I did that one to give a second message, because it could be that two separate Aries need a separate message each, in the sense of Sun Aries and Aries placements, okay? So the second one here is the law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality, okay? The law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. What this reading is truly here for, which is to manifest, okay? It's time for you to maybe expand yourself a little bit, okay? Mentally expand yourself, and expansion of maybe physically expansion in a way. Don't be fearful of it. Just do some really deep planning and research, okay? The law of tithing, I'm going to still read that for you guys. Which is on page 87. And then the mental equivalent is on page 99, okay? Which equals out to 18, which equals out to 9 again. A form of completion of some kind of mindset, okay? So we're going to go to 87 first, so you guys can hear the same message. And then we'll bump up to page 99 for the mental equivalent. So, universal law of tithing, expand your consciousness and all things will be added. The universe will deliver to you tenfold what you give to the advancement of your spiritual journey. By drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to invest in the expanding of your consciousness. This message may mean signing up for a class on spirituality, attending a wellness retreat, or tithing to your spiritual center. Where in life have you been a little stingy lately? Where have you been living in a mental state of scarcity? If you want to have prosperity, you must give abundantly, okay? And so it may be time for you to give a little, okay, in the sense of thanking the divine or God, whoever you praise, for everything that you have and for everything that you don't have. If you're not doing it monetarily, do it verbally, okay? It's all about intention, all right? Next is the universal law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into a reality. By pulling this card, it indicates that you must wake up and realize that life is the ultimate mirror of your consciousness. Who you are being and how you are living indicates the exact beliefs you are embodying. If you do not like what you are experiencing, it is up to you to reprogram. Hangman, okay? Expect powerful change. It's time for you to reprogram your subconscious mind and redirect energy upon universal law to manifest and demonstrate a life you love. Imagination is the secret to creating your dreams into reality, okay? Go into a contemplative meditation and ask yourself, who am I? If I am not my things, the status of my relationship, the money in my bank account, or my body, who am I? That is journal and action suggestion, okay? Who are you? Okay, again, like I said, 9 coming out here means a completion of a mindset, okay? In the sense of you are not your things, okay, Aries? Everything that you may have is a beautiful thing, but you need to be also grateful for the things that you don't have, because the things that you don't have, you may not be ready for, okay? But everything is in alignment to center yourself, have an epiphany, because again, if you do follow the word of Christ, what is given can be easily taken away. Okay, and I'm not saying for that to happen to you or anything like that, but just reminding you. Okay, so with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys today. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, so that way you can be notified the next time I post for your sign. But until then, Aries, peace and Happy New Year.